run for my money. There is nobody, no one that run me. So give me a run for my money. Sipping bubbly, feeling lovely, living lovely.
Boy, I've been watching you. Boy, I've been watching you.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Being rational, giving what they ask for.
Welcome to the Unfiltered Doll Baby, where we do a little bit of cussing around here. So your parental advisory has been advised. Also, baby, listen, we may have some bad opinions and whatever it is that you're going through. If you feel triggered, baby, just remember we're not talking about you. We're talking about the people on the screen.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
You run for my money. There is nobody, no one that run me.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. I feel like I haven't been live on a Saturday in forever. Let me know if you can hear me before I start speaking to you all. Let me know if you can you hear me? Let's see who's in here. I see Obsessed with the Mess is here first. Hey, girlie, how you doing? Honey Bun, Busy B, Miss Buckeye 99, T, D, Will, April B, Sheila. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? Welcome on in. Welcome to the Unfiltered Doll Baby, where we do a little bit of cussing around here. And yes, we do, honey. I feel like it's Saturday. Let's go on down to the bar, honey. Why not? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Noah and Bubba's aunt. Hello, baby. How are you? Sheila, I meant to call you She. It's Sheila. And she says, but call me She. Hey, She. Period. How's everybody doing today? I hope you are all feeling amazing. I hope you all are looking good, feeling good. And you know it's very mandatory that you are smelling good. Yes, it is. All right. What did I miss? What had happened? What did I miss in between the time that I went live yesterday morning and right now? Y'all know my mouth be real wet. So sometimes when I'm talking, it sounds like I'm eating something, but I'm not. So if you ever wonder what that sound is, if it sounds like I'm smacking or if I'm always like, it's because my mouth be wet, y'all. I don't want to start slobbering. That's crazy. So how's everybody doing? What are y'all doing this weekend? Is anybody doing anything exciting? Am I loud enough for you? Let me because I don't know if this microphone is working or not. What is this right here? What does that mean? OneDrive personal. Re-enter your credentials to continue syncing. I don't feel like doing all that now. Doing all of that. Let me see. This man has been sitting at my computer, baby. So I don't know if he's changed any of these settings or not. So let me check out to make sure he didn't disconnect this damn microphone. Okay, cool. Nothing is disconnected. It's nobody. I don't have anybody talking to me. Nobody ain't talking to me. What's going on? Hold on, you guys. Let me see. I need to come on over here to the YouTube and make sure that all comments are showing up for you all. Make sure if you want to see everybody that's in the chat, you want to change your live chat so that all messages are visible instead of just top messages, okay? Thank you for confirming. You're trying to get that overtime. I know that's right, Busy Bee, honey. I just got off of my part-time job at 10 o'clock. Yes, I did. And I was going to go to bed. Yes, I was, baby. I was going to get back in the shower and get in my bed. And I said, let me come and talk to the people. Thank you for letting me know and confirming that I sound fine. Good morning to you, Queen Black. How are you, honey bun? Welcome on in. Obsessed with the mess. What's going on over there in LA? It looks crazy. Are you safe, honey? Is everybody safe? Is Twyla, Lovejoy, Dr. Charles? I think we have some more West Coast people. Are you all safe over there? Because, baby, there's a lot going on. I see a lot of smoke, and I see cars exploding. Is everything okay over there? Patty, hey, sugar, welcome on in. How you doing? Yes, is everything okay over there? Y'all let me know in the chat. We are going to get right into some things because I really don't have too many church announcements, to be quite honest with you. I was on TikTok all up in somebody. Okay, thank you, Obsessed with the Mess, for confirming that you are safe, baby. You know, I was on TikTok all up in people's business, and I'm going to be quite honest with you. It is a possibility that this is old news, but I have found, since we be talking about Nesto and Erica and this one and that one, baby, people be going to jail. People be going down there to the jail. And I ran across this cute girl. She was telling her story about why she was down there at the prison house. I said, girl, what had happened? I said, let me go tell my friends all about it. Miss Mad About Music, how you doing, baby? Welcome on in. I said, let me go tell my friends about this. Now, I didn't get a chance to hear everything she was saying. The only thing she had to say was bank fraud and credit cards. I said, well, this is my type of story. So let's go on over there to the TikTok so I could tell you, she can tell us what had happened. Honey, there's fighting. We all know a scammer. Maybe you're like, well, girl, I don't know a scammer. That's because they ain't been caught yet. That's why you don't know that. You know what I mean? But we know somebody, or we heard of someone. Absolutely. You're going to say you don't know them. They ain't been caught yet, baby. So let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. Let me go ahead and see which one. Let me do. Is it this one? Is that her? Yeah, that's her. It's getting her business and see what she got to tell us. Let me see what y'all can see here on the screen. I want to put that right there. Yeah. So this is her story, part 1 on surviving the prison. So she got her bonnet on, and I think that's her robe. If you don't know, if you're not familiar with TikTok, the girls tend to get ready, meaning they're going to, do their skin routine, put on their makeup. Some of them may apply their wigs, ponytails, whatever they need to do to get ready, and they tell you a story. So we're going to listen to her tell us why she was down there in the jailhouse. Hey, Shay B, how you doing, baby? Somebody got to, you know what I mean? If you got to get in front of your story before somebody come and exposing you, telling all your business. So she going to tell us what had happened. Yes, she is, honey. Let me sit off here on the side and listen to her to see what she's going to tell us.
I did the time, so who better to tell my story than me? And listen up. It might be a little lengthy or whatever, but it's worth it because I'm the type of girl that loves detail. I pay attention to detail. So when giving a story or when telling a story, I like detail. So I'm going to start by telling y'all what led up to prison. So I did bank fraud. Bank fraud, scams, credit cards, checks, you name it, I did it. Taxes, I did it. Right? I did it for about roughly 9-10 years. It wasn't until I let somebody in my game room, tried to help them out. She was dumb and got caught and put them in my game room. Told them everything. And then I became the ringleader. And might I add, I was really good at what I did. And I'm not bragging, but your girl was good at what she did. Now, again, I said I was doing this for about 9-10 years. Never got caught. Never put nobody in my game room. Felt sorry for the girl and tried to help her out. You can't help everybody out. But anyways, I didn't even know I had a warrant for my arrest. It wasn't until one day in 2018, Hold on. It's gonna get good, y'all, I promise. So as I was saying, in 2018, it was one morning, one early morning, I heard something banging at the door. I'm like, who the hell banging on the door this early? I mean, it was literally like 7 something in the morning. Like, who could be banging on the door? So before I had a Ring camera, because you know we got Ring cameras now, but I got out of bed and I looked at the window, and I'm like, oh my God, it's like 3 police cars. Mind you, I didn't know I had a warrant, but I knew that I was doing something illegal. I knew that I was doing something wrong, so I'm scared. So I wakes my boyfriend up at the time. I wake him up, and I'm like, babe, the police down there. Go downstairs and answer the door, cause I'm scared. Like, I'm not going to open the door. So he gets up. He like, man, what the fuck going on? So I'm like, I don't know. Now, mind you, again, I know that I'm doing something wrong, but I don't know I got a warrant. So just in case, I go hide in the closet. Like, I don't know what's going on. So he goes down there. They show him like, hey, we got a warrant for Cierra, blah, blah, blah. And we looking for her. Is she here? He was so G, like, he kept it so solid. Like, I didn't believe he would say something like this. He was like, oh, no, she don't live here no more. We ain't even together no more. I don't fuck with her. So the police so messy here in Jacksonville. They're like, oh, for real? Oh, okay. Well, she has 42 counts of fraudulent checks or defrauding a financial institution, blah, blah, blah. I'm hiding in the closet. When I hear that, I'm like Ebony off a Players Club. I'm like, 42 counts? No. But they so messy. They like, okay, well, don't tell. If she reach out to you, if you talk to her, don't tell her that she got a warrant. Matter of fact, see if you can get her to pull up or come over here, and he hands him a card with his number and information on there and saying, and when she do, let us know, call us. What? So he come back up there and he tell me like, babe, them people say you got 42 counts of bank fraud. I'm like, I heard him. I'm freaking the fuck out at this point. Cause like, huh? How? Like, at this point, they had them build the case on me. Not knowing, after the girl had done told me, and mind you, I had stopped hearing from the girl. Like, I hadn't heard from her in probably like 3 months or so. But I didn't care because, like, I was just doing her a favor. Like, she was a friend of my boyfriend friend. Yeah. So, and she was getting ready to get put out. She had a little baby or whatever. And I felt bad for her. I'm a really, really kind-hearted person. I have a real big heart. So, I'm asking my boyfriend, like, what you think I should do? Oh, y'all, these some little carrot rights. They so good. Like, really, really good. Y'all need to check these out. They came from Korea, though. But anyways, so I'm asking my boyfriend, what you think I should do? Oh my God, like, I got a warrant out for my arrest. So I'm like, I know you ain't gonna turn me in. He like, man, stop fucking playing on me. Why would I turn you in? It was just a little joke. But anyway, so I prepared myself to get ready to be on the run because I'm not gonna turn myself in. They're gonna have to do their job and come find me. Like, I'm not going to jail. Oh my God. Like, mind you, I had never really been in trouble. Like, so jail, like, huh? Like, no way. So I get a little duffel bag. I'm starting packing my stuff. Like, I'm actually scared to leave the house at this point because what if they around the corner waiting on me? So I seen him maybe like 2 hours later. I seen him out the house. And like, go circle around the block. Go make sure like they ain't nowhere. So, oh my God. So funny. So he comes back. He like, nah, they gone. So I call my cousin. And I'm like, cuz, like, I got a warrant for my arrest. I need somewhere to stay. Like, she like, oh, come on. Like, it's no problem. So, I packed my stuff. The car was in the garage. Thank God. The car was in the garage. So, therefore, I was able to get in the car. In the garage, I didn't have to go outside. So, I get in the back seat. But mind you, I'm in the back seat, but I'm laid on the floor on the back seat. Cringe the fuck up. Yeah. So, I get to my cousin's house or whatever. I hide out over there for maybe like a week. I ain't go out the door. Like, I ain't do nothing because I was just that scared. So I had to build up a little courage after a week or so. And I was just like, fuck this. Like, these people ain't looking for me. Dumbass. So I get like, kind of like, basically basically living my normal life again. Like, at this point, it was like a week or two or whatever. So, I hate staying at other people's house. I don't know about y'all, but, like, I love my own home. Like, I can't be living with nobody. So, me building up that courage, like, okay, I'm going to just go home late nights, and I'm going to just leave early mornings. So, I was doing that for a good month. So, without getting caught. So, one morning, mind y'all, now this is the crazy part, because I'm cheating on my boyfriend already. That's the kid. I really didn't want to be with him no more, but I couldn't leave him neither, you know? So, I was talking to this other dude at the time, and I didn't even tell him what was going on because I was too embarrassed. But anyway, so I'm cheating on my boyfriend, and we had them pulled up back at the house or whatever. We had went to go get something to eat, me and the boyfriend. And so, we had put up back at the house, and he went in the house. Mind you, the other dude was calling, so I couldn't go in the house. I needed to talk to him on the phone. So I sat in the car. So the boyfriend like, hey, you need to come upstairs, like, come in the house, like, come on, or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm coming. Man, I'm on the phone with the dude or whatever. And before I knew it, I was outside for about 2 hours on the phone. The boyfriend done went to sleep. So after I get off the phone with the dude, I'm like, fuck it, I'm about to pull the car in the garage. Soon as I clicked the clicker to go in the garage, like 3 cars had done pulled up in my driveway, like, and blocked me in. So I'm looking crazy. Mind you, they was like undercover cars. They was not police cars. They were undercover cars. I'm scared shitless at this point. I'm like, I'm caught. I'm finally fucking caught. Oh my God, like, what I'm gonna do? So I started blowing the horn because I knew it was police. I started blowing the horn, trying to get his ass up. Like, hey, they got me. Like, he's still asleep. So they approached the car, and they like, hey, they got a picture of me. Mind you, at this point, I had blonde hair. And the picture that they had was, like, black hair. So they like, hey, is your name Cierra, blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking at the picture like, no. They're like, stop playing games with us, Miss blah, blah, blah. We know it's you. And I'm looking like, no, that's not me. If you know it's me, why is you asking me? Just go ahead and arrest me. Like, that was just so dumb. Imagine going to prison for 4 years. I did the time, so who better to tell my story than me? And listen.
So, okay. Yeah, she is long-winded. You know, I don't mind because I'm long-winded as well. Welcome on NK Sharp Chocolate Jackson Tabasco, but she says I can call her Jackson Tabasco. Shay B, Baby Hits 504, the favorite one. A, Let's Talk About It. L Sid, Secret B Sweet, Juju D, and Kimmy Who. No, baby, it's not a pre-recorded video. Miss Mama here on the screen, she could just really talk. Now, 42 counts of fraud for check. So 42 counts of check fraud. She was cheating on her boyfriend, the same boyfriend who was riding and dying. You know, I'm going to ride and die for my baby girl. Whoever you looking for, she ain't here. And she was on the run. So now she's caught. So let me get to part 2, honey child. Hey, Miss HLS, how are you? Welcome on in. If she was outside for 2 hours, why not observe the area? It's because she was in there being sneaky, talking to that ninja while her man was in the house. Makes me wonder, did he know that she was in there talking to another ninja, and did he call the police and went to sleep? Who knows? But maybe we'll have to find out when we get into the other part of the story. Miss HLS and my bell. Hey, baby, welcome on in. Okay, my voice is cracking. I hate that. Hold on 1 second, you guys. So I need to go and get part 2. Let me see how she says she got a playlist. Oh no. God damn it. Okay, hold on, y'all. I thought I lost. Oh, baby, how many? What? Jesus. I didn't, girl, how we gonna be here all damn day? Oh, hell no. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Where's the just watch that? Just watch. Emergency minutes. Oh my God. Girl, where is the rest of the story? Y'all bear with me. I wonder if she posted it up here. Lord. Part 20. Girl, listen. The devil is a lie. What is this here? Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second, babies. I'm so sorry. She ain't got this shit in order. What's your name? Cierra. When you create a playlist, you have to make sure the things are in order, boo-boo. Or don't nobody want to see no jail pictures. I want to be in your business. Oh my God, I can really scream. She got me so pissed off, I can't even explain it. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. This is stupid. You know what? You know what? You know what, Cierra? You know what? I'm done. I cannot fix it, Father, please. I sound like I'm in a ballroom. That's because in my in the family room, I have furniture in here, but the ceilings are high in my family room. So my voice is going to carry a little bit. I don't know what to do about it. Does the audio sound terrible? No one else told me that. I'm making a no cheese omelet. No, I don't want none. I'm so mad. Like I've never went on to the TikToks. Give us the last two videos. We are a generation that watch soap operas so we can fill in the gaps. I wish I knew what the last two videos were because usually when a story time happens on TikTok, hey, Pink Pearls, baby, they do it in order of, she's posting about the story time. Then we're going on her little eating excursions and you know what I mean? Nothing's in order. So you know what I'm saying? I should sue her ass. Hold on a minute. Cierra, I'm sorry, baby, but you done pissed me clean off. Let me see if I can try to find. Give me a moment. She has really pissed me off. And then she's playing music. I mean, I know, imagine going to the Here's My Story, Surviving. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll just share the screen so y'all can struggle with me. All right, so welcome to St. Thomas.
Okay, so if you seen my surviving prison story, then you already know what went down, what took place, and you know that it was a really great story, right? So what I need everybody to do is I'm going to repost the story. Even if you've already seen it, even if you commented, liked it, shared it, whatever, I just need y'all to
Girl, I can't even find the story because you don't have it in order. You wouldn't have to repost it if you would know how to align the content. Shit, what is this here?
So I am pissed off this morning. I am so upset because why is people steady constantly stealing my story? Like, that is my story. Surviving prison is Cierra Washington's story. Like, what the fuck? Why are y'all stealing my shit? I'm constantly seeing people's social media platforms like going viral because of my story. So many people tagging me in Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So I need all of y'all to do me a favor. All of my family, y'all know y'all are like family to me. Y'all are not followers. Y'all are my family on here. I need y'all to click the link in my bio. Click the link in my bio for my YouTube channel. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. The link is in my bio. I am posting all of Surviving Prison on YouTube right now. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know they stole my story. So y'all know what we finna do. We finna subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make my YouTube go up.
And see, this is why, you know what? Is this why she was down? You know what? You know what, Cierra? Get off my screen. She done pissed me off. She has pissed me clean off. You know what I mean? I wanted to get into the store. You sound fine, dang. I was like, right. I'm going to get it together. I'm going to get it together, you guys. Just give me 1 second. Okay? Because I didn't want to cuss her out in front of y'all. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me see if I can find her again. Let me put Cierra. Oh, shit. Cierra, surviving prison. I done lost the damn page. Surviving. Okay, here she is. All right, let me go back to this. Here is her playlist. And go back. We're just gonna have to go to part 6. I don't know where part 2 is because I don't know what the hell Cierra's over there doing.
About 4 months now, I finally get a job. So everybody has to work in prison. You cannot just lay around and not do anything. You either going to be you're going to be a houseman. A houseman is somebody that stay in the dorm and you clean up the dorm and you have different assignments in the dorm. You're going to either work in the kitchen, inside grounds, outside grounds, laundry. You're going to have a job in prison. Nobody's laying around. You're going to get your ass up every day and you're going to work.
So what I want to show y'all, I'm going to actually pull up her playlist because I don't want y'all to think that I'm over here tripping. So let's go to Cierra's playlist for the story. All right. So let me X out of here. This is her playlist. Numerical order 1 through 20, right? It's all here. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, everything is here. So when you click on the first one, number 1. Oh, shit. What did I do?
Part 20 of Surviving Prison.
It's part 20.
Part 6 of...
Part 6 is number 2. That's a picture of her down at the jailhouse.
Okay, part 4 on Surviving Prison.
Okay, we got part 4.
Part 19 of Surviving Prison. Part 14 of Surviving. Hey y'all, I know y'all missed me. Part 8 of Surviving Prison. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Y'all wasn't gonna let me cook my dinner, take a shower, or nothing. I'm making tacos, so if I get out the camera for a little minute, it's because I'm over here cooking my ground beef and my chicken for my tacos. But anyways, I do want to back it up a little bit for y'all. So the eggplant man, this is the most important part because y'all know he had gave me the ultimatum or whatever saying that, hey, it's either gonna be me or him because I don't want to keep going back and forth playing. So sorry for the wait, y'all. This part 2. So like I was saying, the police hadn't already got there or whatever, and they told me to stop playing games. Like, listen, we know it's you. Stop playing games with us. We finna arrest you, basically. So I just basically went ahead and surrendered at this point. Like, I don't want to keep like playing with the people. Like, they know it's me. Like, come on. Meanwhile, while they still saying all this, they end up bringing me my Miranda rights, and I'm literally blowing the horn, like laying on the horn, because like these people is arresting me. You need to get your ass up and come downstairs. Like, they is finna take me to jail. So I'm blowing the horn like, hey, like, get up. I'm calling his name. I ain't gonna say his name, but his name Brian. So I was like, Brian, like literally yelling and blowing the horn. So the people telling me to calm down, the police telling me to calm down. They'll go knock on the door to get him up. I'm like, he's not gonna just hear no knock. Like, I need to go upstairs to get him. They like, go upstairs. No, man, we can't allow you to go upstairs. Like, then they end up putting one cuff on me. They did allow me to make phone calls. So I had my phone or whatever. I wasn't even thinking about making a phone call. Back it up. As I was on the phone with the dude, he heard what was going on. He was like, what's going on? You straight? You finna go to jail? Y'all, I hung up the phone so fast because I was so embarrassed. Like, that's embarrassing because he didn't know what was going on with me. Like, what I, really did for a living. So again, as they had one cuff on me and they allowed me to make phone calls, instead of making a phone call, my dumb ass thinking about, let me delete all this shit out my phone because he finna come downstairs and he gonna get my phone and I don't want him going through my phone and see that I'm cheating. So I was deleting all the messages. I ended up blocking the dude or whatever. Mind you, me and the dude had been talking for like a good 5 months or whatever. And so I ended up blocking him so he wouldn't call back or whatever. So he ended up coming downstairs. He came downstairs so fast. He didn't have on no clothes, no shirt, no bottoms, nothing. Just, he had on his boxes, but that's about it. He like, what the fuck going on? Oh my God, what's going on? Nigga, you know what's going on. These people take me to jail. So you came down there and you was just like, what's going on? Y'all finna take her to jail? So the officer was like, yes, sir. We have to arrest her because she has a warrant for her arrest for defrauding a financial institution. So he like, well, I need to call her mom or whatever. So mind y'all, I cleared the phone, gave him my phone. He ended up calling my mama or whatever, let my mama know what's going on. They ended up taking me down to downtown. So as I got downtown, I ended up calling my mama. My mama could not believe this, y'all, because nobody actually could, because nobody never knew what was going on besides me and my boyfriend. My friends, nobody. So when they found out, they looked online and they seen all these charges. They was like, no. So my mama, she had my back. She defended me to the end, baby. She was like, y'all got the wrong motherfucking person. My daughter don't do no fucking fraud. My daughter go to work every fucking day. She don't do no fucking fraud. At this point, I'm really embarrassed because, like, my mama really got my back and she really don't know, like, lady, yes, I do. Like, I do fraud. Like, I been busting checks. Like, so they end up seizing my accounts and they end up seizing my truck. I wasn't a homeowner, so I was still renting, so they didn't seize the house or do anything with the house. They just seized my accounts and my truck at the time. So my bond was $500,000. So my mama was trying to figure out, like, okay, she got to come up with the money, her and my boyfriend, to get me out or whatever. I ended up getting 2 lawyers. I ended up having to get a lawyer for the overall case, and I ended up getting a lawyer for a bond reduction. I had to get a bond reduction. Ain't no way, like, these people finna have to come up with this money to get me out for $500,000. So I told the dude, I ended up calling him while I was in there, and I had him end up getting me a lawyer for the bond reduction, and my dude ended up getting me the lawyer overall. Mind y'all, I did, like, at this point, I stayed in there for like 43 days or so before I was able to get a bond reduction. I get the bond reduction. Oh my God, I go to court for that, and they tell me that they got a nebulous hold on me. So basically, until I can prove where the funds came from to bond me out, then I had to stay, regardless of the reduction. Thank God my mama had a decent job, great job or whatever. Her and my grandmother, they used their accounts and stuff like that, showing like, hey, this is where the money is coming from. So they bond me out. The crazy part about this whole thing is, when I got out, y'all probably don't believe me, but this is real shit. When I got out, I wasn't even thinking about, like, anything. I was thinking about this nigga that I was talking to, because he had some good eggplant. Like, good eggplant that make you go stupid dumb. Like, so when I got out, he was the first person I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about my nigga that was at home that done helped bond me out. I wasn't even thinking about him. That's the crazy part. I called him immediately, and when I got out and told him I'm out or whatever, and he was like, okay, he finna come to my friend's house and meet me, because I had done went to my friend's house after I got out. So I'm out on bond. He come meet me at my friend's house, and we, chop it up or whatever. This nigga done end up giving me an ultimatum, letting me know, because he knew about my boyfriend, but he ended up letting me know, like, listen, hey, it's either gonna be me or him. Like, I ain't finna keep doing this with you. Like, I just feel like he felt like that now, because, like, nigga, you done got me a lawyer, so now you feel like, oh yeah, like, we all in or nothing. That's how I feel. So I finally make it home or whatever, and I woke my boyfriend up, and I basically was like, hey, I'm home. He was excited to see me, but he was still like asleep, or he was sick or something. And so I kind of told him, I was like, hey, we need to talk. And so he was like, I don't want to talk right now. I want to talk we can talk in the morning. So I was just like, no, we need to talk now. But he wasn't having it. He didn't want to talk. So me not knowing whole time while I was in jail, he already knew what was going on. I didn't know that, but he did. He knew what was going on. He ended up going through me and my cousin messages. Now, y'all, I done deleted the message between me and the dude, but he ended up going through me and my cousin messages while I was talking to my cousin about the dude. Who does that? But I must say, he kept it P, because he said he didn't want me to go through it. You know, I was already going through it while I was in jail, so he didn't want to add on top of it, so he didn't say anything. He was waiting till I came home. So he didn't want to talk that night. So the next morning, he wakes me up. He like, hey, get up. So I'm like, what's up? So he like, I'm ready to talk. At this point, I'm mad. I got an attitude because I don't want to talk. I tried to talk to you. You didn't want to talk. So he like, nah, I'm ready to talk. So since you're ready to talk, okay, I guess I'm finna lay it out. Like, I was just like, hey, I've been seeing somebody else, and I don't want to be together no more. He was like, to be honest, I already knew that. I already knew that you was seeing somebody else, but can I ask you one question? I was like, yeah. He was like, you love him? So I was like, yeah, I do. When I tell you good eggplant or make you say some dumbass shit, like, girl, no, you don't love that man. So to fast forward and speed it up, I end up telling him or whatever, and we end up getting in a fight and a big argument, and I end up putting him out, and we broke up. I got with the dude. A month later, the dude end up coming to stay a little while or whatever, and we was together. So while I'm out on bond, y'all, I'm thinking that at this point, well, I'm already out on bond. I need to get my shit together. They done seize my accounts or whatever. So at this point, I'm finna do it again. Like, let me run it up again, like, until, you know, the case is over with. I'm so fucking dumb. Why would I do it again? These people watching me up. So I'm out doing my thing, getting my shit together, like running it up, getting me some more money. Man, I was out on bond for about 4 months. I was going back and forth to court. The last time I went to court, I was getting ready to leave court because I had ended up getting another job or whatever. And I was like, you know, my lawyer was going to be in the place of me, and he told them that I was going to work. As I was getting ready to walk out the courtroom, the defense said, no, not the defense, I mean the state. The state was like, hey, we can't let her leave. Like, they were talking to the judge, we can't let her leave. She has another warrant for her arrest. What? So the judge told me to hold on. As they were talking or whatever, he ended up saying, yes, you got a warrant for your arrest. You're not going to be able to leave. Detain her. Oh, my God. So they kept me again. And at this point, I'm thinking I got another bond, because they lied and said I did have a bond. And this bond was kind of low, pretty low. But when I got downtown, I end up having no bond. They revoked the bond because I was already out on bond. So now I can't go nowhere. So now I'm in jail fighting my case, back and forth, going to court. Like, literally, I sat in county for 10 months 10 months before I got sentenced to prison. Now here you go with the county thing.
She has pissed me clean off. Do you hear me? So you are out on bond and said to yourself, girl, I know you didn't go back in there playing with them people's fraud. You went back, you were out on bond and went and started scamming some more. Then you got one man who you live with, another one you cheating on because you said his eggplant is so good. They're both pitching in on these lawyers. And then one happens to be homeless, because how was he just, you know, he moved right on in with you. What is going on here, Cierra? I'm trying not to be judgmental, but if I'm out on bond, even if I am a criminal, I think I'm going to lay low, have the man do it or somebody else do it. Oh my goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Rossi, Reefs Muff's mom. I wrote y'all names down. How you doing? Welcome on in. I didn't write down any more names after that. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. Hey baby doll, how you doing? Welcome on in. There's just too much going on with Sister Cierra. So here's the thing. Sister Cierra started her YouTube, but you know, YouTube is a different animal. You're not going to get the amount of views that you get on TikTok when you first start your YouTube channel. So she didn't stick with it. So there's just a part 3 on her YouTube only, but I can see what she has on. I'm sorry, y'all. My voice sometimes be cracking. So let me, oh, then she put this goddamn cover on. Shit. Now we got to go through this shit again. Hold on, y'all. Well, let me just go to her damn YouTube page to do part, we'll see, Eric Child. I'm just cussing you out. So let me do this. Wait, hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Now we got to jump all over the place. We got to go over here and go over there. It's too much, Cierra. Okay. Share screen. Part 3. Let me see what y'all see. Okay. Sorry, y'all.
Y'all wasn't gonna let me cook my dinner, take a shower, or nothing. I'm making tacos, so if I get out the camera for a little minute, it's because I'm over here cooking my ground beef and my chicken for my tacos. But anyways, I do want to back it up a little bit for y'all. So the eggplant man, this is the most important part, because y'all know he had gave me the ultimatum or whatever, saying that, hey, it's either gonna be me or him, because I don't want to keep going back and forth playing. So, you know, I chose him. Eggplant was too good to let go at the moment, so I chose him. He ended up moving in with me a month later, and we hadn't got serious or whatever, and we was together for about, I want to say we was together for about 5 months, 4 months, because I was on the outside fighting my case on the outside for 4 months. So we was together for about 4 months. So I don't even know how this is possible, but it was possible, because mind you, he was staying with me, but the day before I went to court, I found out he was married.
What?
His wife pulls up to my house and jump out the car and say, "This what we doing?"
Uh-oh.
I'm like, what is going on? Like, who is this? What's going on?
Girl.
So he tries to explain himself, like telling me to go in the house. He gonna explain it later or whatever. Go in the house. So I'm like, no, I'm not going in no house, because like you need to tell me what's going on now. Like, who is this and what's going on? Mind y'all, I had already told him I had somebody. I gave, you know, him that disclaimer. Yes, I had a boyfriend, but he didn't care. Of course, men don't care. But he didn't care, so I just felt like I opened the door for you to tell me, like, hey, I'm married or whatever the case was. I just wanted to put that out there that he was married. So anyway, so back to the county. I'm in county or whatever, fighting this case. Don't got no bond. They revoked the bond already, so I'm still sitting in there, going back and forth to court. And that's the worst part, the not knowing, like, you just got to keep going back and forth to court, getting shackled, getting handcuffed, like, just for them to pass the court date. That is so dumb. So, mind you, after like 2 months had passed and I'm still sitting in there, y'all, I made up a big lie. Like, oh my God, I'm so ashamed, because I made up a big lie. So me thinking like, oh my God, I'm really in some shit. Like, I'm finna go to prison. And because my lawyer is telling me like, you might have to take some time. So I didn't think they sent pregnant people to prison. Like, I'm so naive to it. I'm like, oh, they ain't gonna send nobody to prison pregnant. Shit. So it was a pregnant person in my dorm, and I kind of like paid her in commissary and told her like, hey, I need your pee. I need her pee, because I'm finna tell the judge and everybody else, bitch, I'm pregnant.
Wait. Now wait a minute. Now wait a minute, Cierra. Now wait a damn minute. Can y'all still hear me? Lord Jesus, Unicorn Jim, allegedly non. Hey baby, how are you, baby? Allegedly non. Hey baby, how you doing? Now what the hell is? So you left your man because the other man gave you an ultimatum, and this nigga was married. if she telling the truth or if she telling the lie, but what is this here? What? Can't nobody tell, baby, listen. She's the only one that can tell her story. All right, let's finish, honey. My God, on today. Unfortunately, I'm locked in. Oh, you already heard this story before the favorite one? Because she done locked me right in, honey. I like this type of mess. Yes, I do.
Because if I'm pregnant, ain't no way I'm going to prison. So she let me use her pee, and I ended up telling them I'm pregnant when I went back to court. So now my mama think I'm pregnant, my grandma think I'm pregnant, my friends, everybody just think I'm pregnant. So now it's really bad because they like, oh my gosh, she can't go to prison pregnant. So it came to the time where my family had to write character letters and they had to come in and talk on my behalf or whatever, just to speak, what type of person I am or whatever. I think this what made me feel bad about it, because my grandma came and she took the stand and she was just like, this is my granddaughter's first baby. Please don't take her away. Like, this is, her first child. She's going to be a great mother. She's never been in trouble. She's good with the community, blah, blah, blah. Like, that was the worst part. I got everybody speaking on my behalf. My cousin, they so sad. Like, Your Honor, my cousin is a great person. She's never been in trouble. Please, like, take some slack on her. She's gonna be a first-time mom. So the defense or whatever, the state, they kind of, like, I don't know how they knew, but they kind of knew I was lying, because they started questioning, and like they was questioning my grandma, like, how do you know she's pregnant? How do you know she's telling the truth? Like, and I'm sitting here looking crazy, like, why would they ask her that? Next thing I know, they done told the judge that I need to be tested again. I already done tested because, mind you, I had the pregnant girl pee in the dorm. Man, they took me to Shands, to the local hospital.
This is This is a mess. Cierra is a mess. Let me find the second part to oh my God, the part 2, because that's on YouTube as well. Hold on. Let me put it up on the screen. Shout out. Cierra, you got a lot going on. Yes, she does. Hold on.
They went to get an ultrasound in a heartbeat. Now, mind y'all, this was the craziest shit too, because when they did the heartbeat, the lady kind of said, I kind of hear a second heartbeat, like it's pretty faint. But that's when they said, they thought I was pregnant. Another month went by. They wanted me to go back to the hospital, do another ultrasound at this point. So now I'm really terrified, because I'm like, I'm not pregnant, and this shit is been to like really fuck me up, because my judge was so sweet. She was so nice. Like, she came from family court, so of course she was really nice, and she was very concerned that I'm pregnant with my first kid and I'm gonna go to prison. So she was kind of like trying to be lenient or whatever. The state wanted me to do 8 years. They wanted 8 years. They wasn't coming off 8 years. They was not coming down. They wanted 8 years. But I ended up pleading out to my judge. So I think that if I wouldn't have got caught in the lie about being pregnant, I wouldn't even gotten the 4 years, because she ended up giving me 4 years. She gave me half of the 8. And the only reason why she gave me 4 is because she could not believe that I sat in her courtroom and lied. I was so embarrassed because all my friends thought I was pregnant. My mama, my grandma, everybody was going to bed like, oh my God, like, she's going to be a first-time mom. Like, she cannot go to prison. So they ended up figuring out I wasn't pregnant, and the judge was like, she was very disappointed in me. And mind y'all, when you get sentenced, they don't say 4 years, 3 years, they say the months. So she said, I hereby sentence you to 48 months in state prison. Oh my God, I about lost my shit, because I'm like, 48 months? How many years is that? Like, put it in layman's terms. How many years I'm gonna do? Because 48 months, that is insane. That sounds like a long ass time. Like, 48 months. So at this time now, the boyfriend held me down or whatever, even after me like putting him out, even after the bullshit. I ended up stopped talking to Eggplant at the time. We wrote here and there. He would write me letters. I didn't call him that often because I couldn't believe that he was married, and I really didn't get a chance to kind of like digest it and talk to him about it because I told y'all it was the next day I went to court and they kept me. So, but the boyfriend, he held it down now. In the beginning, the 10 months that I did in county, he was there. He was not there for my prison sentence. I'm going to get into that, but he was not there for that prison sentence, baby. Might I add, county time is some hard time. Literally, it's nothing to do in county. Like, you walk in circles, you might play a little cards here and there, eat, and go to bed. It's nothing that you can do. When they say rec, time to go outside to rec, you still caged in. You're not even outside, excuse me. You're not even outside for real. It's like you're still inside, but it's like a little gate around, not even outside. Like you still in the building. It's a gate in the building. It's like you feel a little wind. That's all. But yeah, that was my 10 months in county. I spent 10 months in county and finally went to court and got sentenced to 48 months, which is 4 years. And now I'm finna go to prison. They went to get an ultrasound.
So that was part 3. Hello to Ale and Chanel. Welcome on in. Did I miss anybody else? Leo Lady, hey baby, welcome on in. Now, what I'm not going to do is, because I see that she's already going through, because she was looking forward to her story going viral and, you know, all of the things that happen on TikTok. Of course, you want your story to go viral. Of course, you want all of the views. So since she has her playlist all over the place, we already know she's in jail because she was scamming, fraud, bad checks, credit cards. She was doing all of the above. We know that she got 4 years down at the prison house. We know that she was cheating on her boyfriend, found out that the man that she left her boyfriend with the good eggplant was a married man. He was not homeless. He was actually married. His wife wrote up and said, hey, is this what we're doing? She lied about being pregnant, thinking that she was going to not get any jail time. They found out she told a lie about being pregnant because that was not the case. So we're not going to skip. We're going to skip now because I don't want to use all of her story so that she can get the views for this. So I'm going to skip and let's see what we land on, because the way she has her TikTok playlist in order, we'll just have to figure out and assume and speculate. If we can sit up in here and listen to Sonya, Nesto, Dion, Lamont, and Nesto's phone calls out of order, we can damn sure listen to her playlist out of order. Hello, Say J, baby. Welcome on in. So let me get her off of my screen and let's head back over to her TikTok. And I'm going to go to her playlist and let's see where we land. I wonder if I can play this and turn the music off. Okay, so this is a picture of her in jail. So these are her jail pictures. Oh, sorry, y'all can't see it. So this was her down there at the prison house. The favorite one, unfortunately, I'm going to start complaining and cussing and carrying on if y'all don't mind. I mean, I guess, honey. I don't know where part 4 is. A soft place to land. How you doing, baby? Welcome on in. So this time when we go through the playlist, I'm going to write it down because I didn't get a chance to do that the first time when I was showing y'all how her playlist was looking. So let me write the parts down so that we know when we click on it, which parts they are. Okay, this is a damn science project. Now, we ain't going to be here today for that long, and we're not going to hear all of her story today, unfortunately. But let's see. So y'all see what she was doing in jail. Honey, she was getting her hair done and every honey. They be pretty down there at the jailhouse. So let me take that off. Let me go back to her playlist, and we'll do this part together so that we can see. Whew, child. Okay, she said people were stealing her stuff, so I think she did it on purpose. I don't know. Maybe that's not going to stop anybody. Well, here's the thing. I think some people don't understand. People are going to react to your people are going to react to something that you put on social media. So were they stealing it or were they reacting to it? A lot of people don't know the difference between a reaction and actually stealing. Now, stealing the content, in my humble opinion, would be somebody acting like they were her and actually posting the story and not, doing any type of commentary in between. Sometimes when you don't go viral and somebody else gets more views than you get when you are the original content creator, then people will accuse you of stealing it. So maybe that's what she means. I don't know, child. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, so when you watched it, it was in order. Okay, so she's going to make you work for the reaction. It's amazing. You can go to jail and live life almost practically like you're on the street, getting your hair done and dating like you. Like, are you for real? Yes, this is how, they're just not allowed outside pretty much. But I don't think prison is easy. They do, they got the hair done. They might look nice. They got activities, but I don't think it's an easy time or a good time at all. Let me go ahead and see what part this is. Oh.
Prison. So y'all know I'm at the new prison. Part 20 of Surviving Prison. So y'all know I'm at the new prison or whatever. And like I said, God was doing.
Just bear with me, y'all.
Part 6 of Surviving Prison. So here I am at the cup. Okay, part 4 on Surviving Prison. I'm back. So I left y'all off with I had ended up getting sentenced to 4 years, which is 48 months in the state prison. I had done did 10 months already in the county. Yes, it did go towards my sentence. So the time that I sat in county, they put it towards my prison sentence. So while I was awaiting to get shipped off to prison, I probably was still in county for about 2 more weeks. Within them 2 weeks, y'all, I was still delusional. I haven't even cried yet. Like, the fact that I was getting sent to prison for 4 years, I was just like more so shocked than like hurt. So I couldn't like grasp the fact like, girl, you finna be gone for 4 years. But during that time, my mama had came to visit me to see me or whatever. And y'all won't believe I was still lying. Like, I was still telling my mom like I'm pregnant. My mom was like, cut the shit, Cierra. Like, the people already done told me that you're not pregnant, because she was already disappointed. And I just was like, I was sad that I had disappointed her and everybody else. So, because they was going to bat for me. So I was just like, Mom, them people don't know what they talking about. I am pregnant. My mom was like, listen, if you keep fucking lying, I'm finna walk out of this visitation right now. And fuck you, basically. Like, don't reach out to me. I won't be talking to you for the next 4 years until you bring your ass home if you're going to continue to lie to me. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, I gotta tell my mama the truth, because ain't no way I'm gonna be able to do 4 years without my mama. Like, I need my mama. I need somebody like there for me. Like, this is scary. I'm walking to something new, like something that I've never experienced before, and I need my mama. She was like, I got your back regardless of anything, but I can't have your fucking back if you ain't even telling me the truth. You ain't being honest with me. So if you're not gonna be honest with me, then I can't have your fucking back. So you right, Mom. You right. So I went and told my mama, yeah, Mom, I'm not pregnant. I was just, saying that because I was afraid to go to prison. I didn't know they were going to send me to prison if I was pregnant. So she accepted it or whatever. We both cried because now I'm realizing like I really am finna go up the road. So she like, okay, well, thank you for being honest. Now I got your back. Like, you ain't doing this time alone. We finna do this time together. I got a great ass mom, y'all. So now 2 weeks passed by, the prison bus come pick me up. They called me to pack it up. It's time to go to prison. I'm scared shitless. Like, prison, it's like, you see stuff on TV, but you don't be really like, if you ain't experienced it, you be like, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, like, I hope I don't be locked up like that. Like, I hope they don't treat me like that. So a big ass stupid big white bus come pulling up. I mean, not a regular school bus. I mean, it was super big, like a Greyhound or some shit, but it was a white little bus. They put the shackles on me. They put the cuffs on me. I immediately started crying because I'm just like, oh my God, this is my reality. So I get to the women's reception center. That's the women's reception center is prison that you go to before you go to your actual real camp. They send all the women there because you basically got to learn the ropes of prison. They teach you, you know, what you can't do, what you can do, kind of like, you know, just a, you know, introduction. So when I tell you that was the worst part, because they really want you to be scared before you go to your prison so you can be scared when you at the prison. Soon as you get there, they yelling at you like drill sergeants. Get in the fucking line. Walk in the fucking line. Don't step over the white line. Like on life. Like, don't step over the gun line. Like, you might get shot or some shit. Like, it was crazy. Then when you get in there, they immediately put you in this cage. It's a real big old cage, fits in like you're a freaking animal. Like, I'm looking like scared, like, oh my God. Like, I'm looking at people looking at me. I'm like, oh my God, what is gonna happen? I'm in a fucking cage like a dog. So then they called me, called my last name or whatever. They did my little intake or whatever. Then they immediately give you some kind of like green shampoo, make you put it in your hair and make you wet your hair and wash your hair. They say it's for lice or whatever, but you immediately wash your hair and then they're gonna make you take a picture. So you really want me on the internet looking stupid? So you want to put me on the internet like this while my hair all stupid, wild, bushy, wet, like they just try to embarrass you. After they finish that, after they finish taking your picture, they like yelling at, what size uniform you wear? I'm scared. Like, I don't know. You don't know. You better find out. Like, everything is just yelling. That's why I say I'm really like, I'm traumatized. I hate for somebody to get loud with me. I hate for somebody to yell at me because that's all they fucking do in prison is yell, yell, yell at you. So I end up getting my uniform, putting my uniform on. It's a girl next to me. She trying to talk to me. I'm scared. I don't even want to talk to nobody. Like, I'm just like, like, what you in here for? I'm scared to say anything. I don't know what I'm in here for. Like, it was just crazy. So that was the intake or whatever. Then they assign you to a dorm or whatever. You get assigned to a dorm and you go to your dorm. I'm not knowing the whole time. I'm not even finna be able to use the phone. Oh my God, how long I'm finna have to be here without using the phone? I need to call my mom or like, I need to know what's going on. Okay, part 4 on surviving prison.
Okay, Miss HL Patty, thank you, baby. So I did what you said. So now we got to go and let me share this tab instead.
Without using the phone, I need to call my mom or like, I need to know what's going on. So you can use the phone. You don't got your tablet yet. You do have a little computer where it's called, it was JPay at the time, but you got to stand in a long line for that. It was a long line every day to check and see if you had messages. So like people from the outside could add you on JPay or whatever to write you. So, and that's before you got a tablet. I needed my mama to know exactly where I was at so she can, you know, put money on my books and stuff like that, etc. But I couldn't use the phone the whole time I was there. And I was probably in reception center for about a good 3 weeks or so, almost a month, without using the fucking phone. Just writing her, emailing her on JPay, and I had to stand in line for that every fucking day. When I tell you at the reception center, they some fucking Billy badasses, like some big ass bullies. And I ain't saying I could beat everybody, and I ain't saying I ain't scared of nobody. But what I'm saying is, I'm a big girl, and I can handle mine. But soon as you on the yard, like, I'm new to this, so when they know you new, and you probably kind of like look a little scared, they're gonna try you. Child, why a girl done tried to skip me in the commissary line? Oh, I was not having that. Hey, baby, I might be new, but I'm far from motherfucking scary. I'm scared, like, of the environment, but I'm far from scary. So you ain't finna just jump in front of me, and I done stood in the line, because first of all, you have to stand in the long line. They don't care if it's hot, raining, snowing. You got to stand in the line for canteen. And they close it at a certain time, so you might be number 15 in line. When they get to number 12 or 13, that's it. Yard closed. So I done stood in line all this time for a whole hour just for the yard to close. And then this bitch thinks she finna get in front of me? Oh, no, man. We ain't doing that. So that was my first argument at the reception center. It wasn't my first fight, but it was my first argument. I was like, hey, I'm in line. And she was like, I know that. I was like, you ain't finna skip me. And she was like, shit. So as the line went up, I politely moved right in front of her, like I said, you ain't finna skip me. I done stood in this line a whole hour, you ain't finna skip me. So basically what I'm getting at is you gotta stand up for yourself, because if I would have just backed down and just like let her have it, then she would have tried me again. So at this point you already see the feistiness in me. You see, like, I ain't scared of you, bitch. Like, you ain't finna skip me. Like, I'm finna get in front of you. Don't play with me. You can get behind me, you can get on the side of me, but you ain't finna get in front of me. So you had to get up every morning at 5 a.m. to like clean your bed area, get up for count. Oh my God, y'all. Count time was the worst time in prison. Because some of them officers seem like they can't count, and you can't do nothing during count. You can barely motherfucking sneeze during count. You can't go use the bathroom. You can't do nothing during count. Count time is count time. You like a drill sergeant. You better be in count. So the reception center was kind of boring. It really wasn't nothing to do there. You did go in the yard, you sit at the tables and chit chat with the people. But like I said, I wasn't friendly. I didn't know people. I was a little scared of the environment. I wasn't trying to make no friends. But like I said, I was probably there like 30 days, almost 30 days. Probably day 22, I did end up meeting somebody, and we end up going to the same prison, like our real prison. And we've been like this ever since. And we still friends now. But child, they scared the shit out of me. They kicked my bunk. Hey, pack it up. I'm like, pack it up? Where am I going? Because at this point, I didn't know that I was going to a real prison. I just thought that I was in a reception center. I found out when they kicked my bunk and told me to pack it up. So they was like, you finna go to a prison. So on certain days, you knew like what prison you was going to, because on Wednesday you would go to Gaston, on Thursday you would go to Hernando, stuff like that. And it was a Wednesday, so everybody was like, oh, you going to Gaston? You going to Gaston? Like, oh, you going to Cupcake Camp? I'm like, Cupcake Camp? They're like, yeah, girl, that shit's sweet. It's a walk in the park. So now my anxiety done calmed down a little bit, because I'm like, oh, okay. Like, but I'm still scared. But I'm like, okay, they say it's Cupcake Camp. Without using the phone, I need to call my mama. Like, I need to know what's going on. So you can use the phone. You don't got your tablet yet. You do have a little computer where it's called.
Okay, so we now got to get to part 5. Honey, I wonder where she got that little hat from. Where can I get that hat, Cierra? Did you get that hat when you was stealing, or did you get that hat recently? Oh shit! It done took me down to the damn. Oh my goodness! It done took me back to the top of her damn page. This is so ghetto. Let me see. Lord have mercy. Just watched. Okay.
Part 5 on surviving prison. A little small disclaimer before I get back into it. I was 26, almost 27 years old when I committed this crime, or when I went in. I'm 34 years old now, so I didn't have the mindset that I have now back then. I can't go back and change the things that I did. I was a little dumb, but I'm way more wiser now. And might I add, I needed this prison sentence. It changed me. So just want to throw that out there. So like I was saying, they woke me up, told me that I'm going to Gaston, which is a private camp. So when I say private, meaning they have a lot of more amenities than the DOC have. So it was Cupcake Camp is what they called it, meaning it's not real prison. It was real prison to me. Like anything was real prison. I was away from home, locked up, and being told what to do. So it was real prison. The girl that I had met at the reception center, she came with me, so I already knew somebody, like, and we were, cool or whatever. We got separated when we got to the Cupcake Camp, which is Gadsden. So we was kind of like, oh my God, no. But we would see each other at rec all the time. Like, we would meet up at the child hall, and we would hang out. The first thing I want to do was use the phone. I ain't care about nothing else. Like, I needed to call my mama and let her know, like, hey, I'm gone. I'm at this new camp. Please put in your visitation form. I need y'all to come see me, like, as soon as possible, because I need to see my family. So when you first get to prison, your phone pen don't be working. Like, you got to get it activated or whatever so it can start working. Well, I had ended up paying somebody when I got there, because mind you, I had commissary that they didn't have on this campus yet. Like, they wanted some of the stuff that we had from county or from the reception center that they didn't have over there. So I was able to trade and sell some things to make phone calls before my pen was working. I called my mama. They called her on three-way, and I really want to just bust out and cry because I was so happy to hear my mama's voice, but I held it in because I didn't want nobody to be like, this crybaby ass. So my mama had kind of gave me words of encouragement, telling me to stay strong. She's getting ready to do her application. She's coming to see me as soon as she can, and just keep my head up. I hung up the phone with my mama, and I immediately kind of like was trying to get acclimated, even though I still could not. Like, I was just crying. Like, I went in the bathroom stall and just boo-hoo cried. Like, I could not believe this was my reality. Like, girl, you is in prison, like, and you finna be here for a while, so you might as well get comfortable because you can't go nowhere. So I had got my bed assignment. Mind y'all, I am a heavyset girl. So why would y'all put me on the top bunk? Like, I'm supposed to climb up here on this bunk bed and get on the top? Like, I immediately was so mad because, like, why would y'all do me like that? So I climb up there, and immediately as I get up there, all I hear is a whole bunch of yelling, count down, count down, count down, count down. I'm like, what is going on? Mind y'all, again, all they do is yell. So the yelling is like taking me out at this point because all you hear all day is yelling. And count time is very serious on the compound. No movement at all. Don't get up, don't talk. You talk, you getting rolled up. Too many DRs and CCs, you going to lock. So you better be still on your bunk. So I was in Charlie dorm, that's C dorm, and might I add, it was like a privilege to get in Charlie dorm, and they end up putting me in Charlie dorm. So I guess like I was supposed to be happy about that because Charlie dorm, there was different parts of it. Two of the Charlie dorms were the dog dorm, so they had a dog program at this prison, and they had all types of dogs, and I was happy a little bit about it because
Y'all think she still be doing a little scamming? I know we don't know her from a can of paint, but do y'all think she still be scamming y'all and stealing and doing what she ain't got no business doing now that she's not in jail anymore? Y'all put that in the comments if y'all think Cierra still be playing with them checks or if she found a new way to do a little bit of fraud and scam.
because mind you, I had two dogs. I had two purebred Maltese, Bentley and Bella, and I had to leave them behind. And I was really, really sad about that because those were like my babies, like my kids. I love those dogs so bad. So I was in the dog dorm, and I kind of liked it. I was in the dog dorm for probably about my first 4 months there. I ended up getting kicked out of the dog dorm because apparently you're not supposed to feed the dogs. If you feed the dogs real food, like that's a big no-no. And them dogs used to be whining and crying, and I felt like they were hungry. Like they're supposed to be, they were there for like support. The people, you had to be in the program and you train them to get them ready to either go with like somebody blind, somebody that needs like a service dog, because that's what they were, service dogs. So they didn't want you feeding them, but I felt sorry for the dogs. I felt like, hey, they were hungry, so I fed them. When they kicked me out, they end up putting me in faith base. Oh my god, y'all, faith base was a trip. Faith base was something else. And I'm shortening these videos because every time I try to upload a 10-minute video, TikTok is like putting it under review, saying content is under review, and I will have to post it like in 12 hours or so. And I know y'all want me to post them now, so I'm sorry that the videos are short. I'm gonna try to finish part 5 now.
Give me a second. I'm trying to get to the next one, y'all.
Part 6 of Surviving Prison. So here I am at the cupcake camp. I'm here for about 4 months now. I finally get a job. So everybody has to work in prison. You cannot just lay around and not do anything. You either going to be you're going to be a houseman. A houseman is somebody that stay in the dorm and you clean up the dorm and you have different assignments in the dorm. You're going to either work in the kitchen, inside grounds, outside grounds, laundry. You're going to have a job in prison. Nobody's laying around. You're going to get your ass up every day and you're going to work. And no, you don't get paid. You get paid for your days. So game time, you get game time in there. You get 10 days a month. So you get 5 for working and 5 for good behavior. You might not get your 10 days every month depending on you. If you get a CC, which is kind of like you that's getting rolled up, but that's like a warning. And then DR, but you can get days taken, like 2 days or so for CCs and DRs. Well, I was on the call out for work call, and they assigned my job. My job was in the kitchen. In the hellhole, Hell's Kitchen. That's what we called it. In the beginning, I was like, oh, okay, I get to go work in the kitchen. I was kind of happy because I was bored those first 4 months, like I had nothing to do. I was in a dog dorm, smelling and looking at dogs. So I was kind of happy. Mind y'all, I got kicked out of the dog dorm for feeding the dogs, so now I'm in faith-based, okay? But I'm just moving up a little bit, which I'm telling y'all, I got a job in the kitchen. I was happy a little bit because I was like, okay, give me something to do. They was so streaked in the kitchen, like, oh my God, we had one officer named Mango. Nobody liked her. Nobody liked her. She was such a bitch. And she was real young or whatever, but she used to be a hater. Like, she hated on all the inmates. She even got in a fight with an inmate, but she used to hate on the inmates so bad because she felt like, oh, some of the officers wanted the inmates, and she wanted the officer. Like, girl, you in the free world. Like, you can get who you want to get. We can't help that officers want us. So, anyways, I was placed on morning shift. Morning shift, I think I had to be to work at 5 a.m. and I got off at like 12 or so. Yeah, right before count 12. So I worked the morning shift, which was cool. So we did breakfast and we started lunch. My supervisor, Miss May, she was really cool, a really nice older black lady. She was so sweet. Like, she was like our grandma. She was really sweet. The kitchen is where it went down at, y'all. When I tell you, I didn't originally come in there doing the things that I eventually left doing, but I will say I got my hands dirty. By this time, I'm still like, new to the prison, but I'm kind of.
So what we can see is Cierra is a little hard in the head. She was feeding them damn dogs when they told her not to feed the dogs, and she then got kicked out of that section. Now she's in faith-based and she's down in the kitchen. And she's letting you know she got her hands dirty. So, a habit, somebody who likes to scam, get into a little fraud, get into a little crime, I think that is a hard habit to break. And if you don't know, inside the jail and the prison house, sometimes they say it's worse than being out there in the streets. I guess it depends on which jail you go to. So I just wanted to make sure I did cut in and add some type of commentary, because I don't want to just play Sister Cierra's content without having some type of, I got to say something. I can't just play it straight through. Let me go ahead and hit that play button.
Kind of like not comfortable, but getting a little acclimated, if I must say. So everybody in there kind of like stole out the kitchen. So you sell stuff on the compound. You sell onions, bell peppers, rice, butter. I'm naming you the most popular items that people wanted on the compound. Butters, onions, peppers, seasonings, rice, cornbread mix. I think that's it. That's about it. That's the most popular stuff that people wanted on the compound. So on Saturdays, every Saturdays, it was a salad bar. So with salad bar, you get onions and bell peppers. So everybody got onions and bell peppers on their tray. So they would put it in a bag or whatever so they can take it back to their dorm, because we had microwaves in the dorm. And people want to make Chinese food, which we would use brown rice, brown fried rice, and pork skins, and some other stuff. And that's making Chinese food. So they wanted their onions and peppers. Well, I guess it was against the rules to take your onions and bell peppers out the chow hall, because they would pat you down as you would leave the chow hall every Saturday to see like if you got onions and peppers, like literally patting you down, putting your hands on the wall, turn around, patting you down to see if you got onions and bell peppers. Crazy, right? So now I'm back. I'm at the faith base. I really did not want to be in faith base, y'all. Like I said, you really like have to sign up for faith base and be selected to be in that program. But since I got kicked out of the dog dorm, they automatically put me in faith base. At this time, I'm battling my faith right now because I'm still upset with God. I was blaming God because I'm like, how could God love me and he sent me to prison and I ain't never really been in trouble? So I'm battling my faith at this point. So I didn't want to be in faith base. I didn't want nothing to do with God because I'm just like, God don't love me. But not knowing what I know now and what I eventually learned, like, girl, take accountability because you put yourself here. God had to sit you down for a reason. So I had to gain my relationship back with God, but I did not want to be in faith-based. So anyways, at this point, I'm taking my onions and bell peppers back in faith-based too. Now, faith-based is so strict. When I tell you strict, a bunch of fake holier than thou women in there, okay? I did not participate in like the little gathering. So every morning in faith-based, you had to get up. They had praise and worship, and they had like a little circle thing where they have prayer and read the scriptures. I was still upset with God, so I didn't want to join that. Like, I didn't want to be in that. So I didn't do it. And they already was like kind of telling the chaplain on me then, like, oh, Cierra's not joining or whatever. So I kind of got a coaching then and threatened to get kicked out of faith-based. So once I found out, oh, I'm getting threatened to get kicked out of faith-based, good. Now I'm happy because now I'm really not joining the circle. So I went to the chow hall. I'm leaving the chow hall on a Saturday, and I bring my onions and bell peppers back. I get ready to cook my food in the microwave. They like hound dogs sniffing like, oh, I smell onions and bell peppers. I smell onions and bell peppers. Now, mind y'all, in the other dorm, they don't give a damn. They bringing their onions and bell peppers back. This is faith-based, where they supposed to do everything right, so they not bringing their onions and bell peppers back. Child, them people used to be hating on me so bad. Like, they was telling the chaplain everything. Like, oh, she bring her onions and bell peppers back. Oh, my God. It was just a mess. I eventually got kicked out of faith-based. So now I'm getting ready to go to the working dorm, which was the kitchen dorm, because now I work in the kitchen, and I'm getting ready to get moved to the kitchen dorm. Y'all, I regretted getting kicked out of faith-based. The kitchen dorm was A dorm, which is Alpha dorm. Baby, Alpha dorm was the hood, like the straight hood where they get down and dirty in there. When I first walked in there, I immediately cried. They was smoking cigarettes. They was having sex. They was doing whatever they wanted to do. It's like the officers was scared of A dorm. At this point, I'm like, what did I just get myself into? Like, oh my God, like I cannot believe I'm getting sent to Alpha dorm. Like, I cannot live in here. I called my mama like, Ma, they just moved me to Alpha dorm. I don't want to be in here, blah, blah. But nah, you ain't want to be in faith-based, so you got sent to Alpha dorm, where it goes down there. Like, oh my God, it was so crazy, y'all. But anyway, so back to the kitchen. When I tell y'all, I end up becoming Big Meech on the compound with the stuff from the kitchen. Oh, I didn't play, baby. I was that girl selling that stuff on the compound. Like onions, bell peppers, butter, etc. You name it, I had it. And I like to sell my stuff to the goody two-shoes, Miss Charlie girls, because Charlie dorm had the money. Them girls had the money over there. Like, I was going to say something else, but I don't think that's appropriate. But those girls in Charlie dorm, they were very spoiled. Their parents sent them lots of money, and they had it over there. So that's where I sold my stuff at. Part 6 of Surviving Prison. So here I am at the cupcake camp. I'm here for about 4 months now. I finally get a job. 7 of Surviving Prison. Okay, y'all, so I think I'm moving a little too fast, so I'm gonna back it up a little bit, because before I went to Alpha dorm, the kitchen dorm, I still was in faith-based. I didn't get kicked out until about the third warning. So I would get all these different warnings or whatever. But so I did like 6 months in faith-based before I went to Alpha dorm, because I was still working in the kitchen from faith-based. And that was really like a privilege too, because if you're in faith-based, you're not supposed to work in the kitchen. If you're working in the kitchen, you have to be in the kitchen dorm. But I was still able to be in faith-based. At this time, I had done gained my faith back. I ended up going to the prayer circle. I ended up going to the chapel. I just end up trusting God again and thanking him for basically putting me in this place where I needed to reevaluate myself and get back into my word. So I was still in faith-based. But while I was still in faith-based, I still had the women telling on me, because even though I was in faith-based, even though I started joining the circle and doing what I was supposed to do, I still would sneak my onions and bell peppers in there. Like, that's how I wanted to eat my food. So I'm going to sneak it in there. And to be honest, I really feel like it was some of the women was in there, they was hating because they really wanted to have the onions and bell peppers in their food, and they wanted to bring it back, but they couldn't because they were so holier than thou, and they didn't want to do the wrong thing, so they were hating on me. one day, one of the ladies that was over the circle that's so holier than thou, she asked me, she came to my bunk and was like, hey, if I pay you, you think you can sneak me some onions and bell peppers back? No, not you. You want me to sneak you some onions and bell peppers back? Why? So you can tell on me? But eventually, of course, I end up getting her some onions and bell peppers off of the salad bar or whatever. I didn't get her a whole onion and bell pepper. I got her the chopped up ones off the salad bar or whatever. And I didn't allow her to pay me. I just, was being nice or whatever because I'm a nice person. And I brought her some back. And she was cool. She didn't tell. But that dorm was something else. You couldn't watch TV after a certain time. You couldn't use the phone after a certain time. They were just really, really strict. I eventually started liking the chaplain, Miss Harris. She was so nice, whatever. She took her time with me because she knew that I was struggling with being there and I was struggling with my faith. So she took her time with me and she kind of took me under her wing, the chaplain. She used to be trying so hard with me, y'all. She used to be like, come on, Cierra. I know you got it in you. I know you can do it. Stop being defiant. Stop fighting it. And it was just like, whatever. I don't want to be in here. I don't want to be here. But it seemed like the more I didn't want to be in there, the more she kept me up until it was like the final straw. Like when she found out that I was getting stuff out the kitchen, she was like, you know what? I know what you're doing. I'm not even going to write you up and send you to law. I'm just going to go ahead and dismiss you at the program. So at this time, now I'm just like, oh my God, no, like I'm sad because I don't want to leave the program because I eventually started loving the program. Now I don't want to leave the program. I want to stay in there. Not to mention, faith-based was kind of like safe. Like you really didn't have to worry about too much that went on the compound because it was just safe in there. It was quiet. It was just like friendly. It was just safe. It was a safe space in there. So now that's when I end up rewinding back. I end up getting moved to Alpha Dorm, which it was smoked out in there. It was just bad in there, y'all. It was so, so bad. Like, y'all, it was the hood. It was so ratchet. Like, I couldn't believe, I'm like, I don't fit in here. Like, I don't belong here. So like I was telling y'all, I was selling stuff on the compound, putting onions, bell peppers. The onions will go between $4 and $5 per onion. The really big ones will be $5 and $6. The bell peppers were $4. The seasoning, we would bag them up in different like gloves. So if you wanted a whole glove, that's like $10, or it's $1. No, a whole glove is $5 because it's $1 a finger. So yeah, I was selling trapping out the kitchen. Now I was never a thief. Like that's not what I did on the outside. I wasn't a booster. I never stole. But how I get in prison and start stealing? Now that's the crazy part. So my friend that was at the reception center with me, I was really happy because she was working in the kitchen too. And so now we reunited and she's in that dorm now. She's in Alpha Dorm. So
hold on a goddamn minute. Now, y'all, so scamming, bad checks, credit card frauds, that's not stealing, y'all? Somebody asked that. I'm asking a serious question. I'm being for real. If I got to watch my goddamn pocketbook around you, all right, because I might have a checkbook in that pocketbook, is that not stealing? If I got to watch my credit card around you, is that not stealing? Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to ask. Some people have a different, we all have our different, I just, okay. Because I'm like, girl, that sounds like stealing to me.
Dorm, so I'm like, oh my God, like I get a little acclimated to that dorm. One rule in prison, do not get comfortable. You don't get comfortable in no dorm you go in because you're subject to move. They have a move list every week and you never know who's on the move list. The move list you would think that you're really getting evicted or something because you would be so scared that you're getting moved, especially if you get in trouble or they think they know something that you did or anything. Some of the officers was cool, so they'll tell you like who on the move list or whatever. You go to the window and be like, hey, you'll check the move list and see if my name on the move list or whatever. You were praying that you was not on that move list. But anyways, she was in that dorm, so I was kind of happy. Like, oh my God, I'm back with my girl. Although I seen her every morning because she worked in the kitchen and she worked on the same shift. So anyway, so it was me, her, and another girl that we had got close to.
So we was stealing out the kitchen. We was trapping out the kitchen, selling our products or whatever. Y'all, at this point, you would think that we selling drugs. So this one particular day, we hadn't really got all our stuff. Like, oh my God, I forgot to tell y'all about Miss Thomas. Miss Thomas was a mean old lady. She was a kitchen officer as well. Baby, one thing about it, when Miss Thomas was at work, we could never steal. Miss Thomas would make you pull down your clothes, lift up your bra, everything. You was not stealing with Miss Thomas. There's no way you was getting by with Miss Thomas. You were not stealing out that kitchen if Miss Thomas was at work.
Baby, if you had to do all of that, y'all was scared of Miss Thomas. What you mean you had to lift up your shirts and your brassiere? Y'all was scared of Miss Thomas. Miss Thomas must have been in there kicking ass.
So I just had to add that in there. But Miss Thomas was not at work this particular day. So we end up getting all our stuff, seasonings, potatoes, onions, peppers, you name it, we had it. So we went in and put it in the bushes by our dorm. Now, it was some other girls they used to steal too. So they found out where we had put our stash at. By the time we get off work and we go to our stash, it's gone. That's like somebody stealing your drugs. So we like, oh hell no, where our shit? Like we finna run down now on by our drugs, but our food. So they in the other Alpha dorm, which was right across from us. So we know who it is because y'all the only ones kind of knew where we had our stuff at. So we knocking on the door, whatever. We had a cool officer in there at the time. He ended up buzzing the door and he let us in. So we like running up on the girls like, hey, what's up? Where our stuff at? We know y'all got it. They try to like, oh, we ain't got it. Nah, where is our food? Like we put it in these bushes and we know y'all got it.
Well, child, they got bushes down there at the jail. I don't know if bushes is a hamper full of dirty clothes or what the bushes are down there to the prison house. I don't know. Dirty clothes, a empty box. I'm not sure. But this is, baby, I'm locked into the story. I don't know about y'all. Because there's a whole lot going on down here with Cierra down here at this jailhouse and the kitchen criminal, the kitchen crimes.
Prison. So as I was saying, we had them ran in the dorm on the girls about stealing our onions, bell peppers, and all the stuff that we had in the bushes. Well, once the officer figured out what was going on at the time and seen that we was going to get ready to fight and he seen a lot of commotion going on, he immediately called for backup and like told us to hurry up and get out the dorm or we going to lock. So of course we walked out the dorm and we left. The next day, they were on PM shift. We were on AM shift. So apparently they had couldn't get their stuff out of the kitchen that day. And so they left their stuff behind and hid it. We found it on our shift and we stole their shit. So they had spaghetti noodles, elbow noodles, bleach, pudding, and rice. So we got their stash. So now it's like a war. We feuding. They mad because we done got them back. So basically now they telling the officers and stuff like, hey, they stealing, like snitching and shit. So for like a week straight, when we got ready to leave work, we would get searched extra hard now. So like we had to take like a week off or whatever, and we couldn't steal because they was really on us, like watching us and just patting us down extra hard now. So since then, the following week, we end up pushing our stuff out the swill. So therefore, it was a swill window, and that's where people push their trays in once they done eating or whatever, and you got somebody at the window collecting the trays. So when they will call our dorm for breakfast, I would find somebody that I knew in my dorm that I could pay to say, hey, when you come to breakfast, grab my stuff. I'm going to push it out the swill window, and they'll take it for me. So they wouldn't stop at no kind of motion. Like, one thing about it, it's ways around everything. Eventually, we end up getting another food director, which her name was Miss O. When I tell you she was hell, so she kind of tried to stop us from stealing, basically. Like, she really, really was on our ass. But she was so mean and nasty. She used to try to have us scrub walls, floors, like, do all kind of stuff. That's when I really started to hate the kitchen. Like, I really hated the kitchen. I tried to do everything to get out the kitchen. Even though I was making money, it was cool or whatever, but I was just like, I don't like this kitchen. I got to get out of this kitchen. I want another job. Like, but it seemed like I could never get out the kitchen no matter what I tried. And y'all, I tried some shit. I psyched out. So one day I psyched out because I told them if they put me back in the kitchen with Miss O, I'm gonna throw her in the pot. I'm gonna cook her, all kind of. I just said all kind of stuff to try to get out, and I was in psych mode.
Wait, you was gonna put her in the pot, baby, and cook. Oh shit. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, well. Oh wow.
So they believed me. So they took me out of the kitchen for maybe 2 weeks. After them 2 weeks, next thing I know, I'm back on the work call list and I'm back in the kitchen. I even fell out the bed to say I done broke my ankle and everything. Done went to the hospital just to get out the kitchen. They always took me out the kitchen for a little while and put me right back. I used to call my mama for every little thing. Anything that the officer said to me, anything that they did, anything, I called my mama, and guess what she did? She called Tallahassee, because when you call Tallahassee, basically, that's the whole DOC department. Like, they like the upper people. So they're going to call the prison to try to figure out what's going on and investigate. Because they used to try to treat you like you ain't got family. Like, you don't got people that love you. My mama love me, and she going to make sure just because I'm in prison, I ain't got to get treated like a dog. So they would get mad, like the lieutenants and stuff, and would call me like, oh, your mama called Tallahassee, oh, mama's girl, stuff like that, and did. So again, they took me out the kitchen for about a month this time, but I eventually always go back to the kitchen. It's crazy, like they just...
Hey, Libra Queen, baby, this is the Dollhouse. This is not V and the Vipers, but hello to all of the Vipers that are in the chat. Hey, sugars. How you doing, sugars? All right, let me hit the play. Welcome on in, Libra Queen. And welcome in to anybody else. If I didn't say hello to you, welcome on in, baby doll.
Did not want me to get out that kitchen. And Miss O used to terrorize us. One day she came in there, she was so upset because she couldn't find the stuff. Like, she knew that we were stealing that day, and she couldn't find the stuff that we had done stole. So she came in there, she started taking everybody's jackets off the rack. She just started throwing them on the floor, stomping on them, putting them in like a puddle of water. I mean, it was that bad. The kitchen was bad, y'all. Even though you got to get stuff out of the kitchen and still, it's bad. It was so bad, though, to the fact that Miss O was so mad one day, she went to the classifications and told classifications to take, she want me personally out of her kitchen because she could not catch me stealing, and she knew I was stealing, so she personally wanted me out of the kitchen. She told them I was a liability. Please get Cierra out of my kitchen because she's a liability. I know she's stealing. I can't catch her, but she's stealing all the stuff out of the kitchen. She's the one selling the stuff on the compound, but they couldn't prove it. So it hadn't got so bad to they would come to Alpha Dorm all the time and do shakedowns. So when they do shakedowns, but I never kept nothing in my locker. I had an extra locker. I would pay this girl to keep my stuff in her locker. All my stolen goods, I'm paying somebody to put it in their locker because when we do a shakedown, I don't want nothing caught in my locker and I'm going to lock. And when you get people like that, that means she ain't really get a lot of commissary and stuff like that. So she was cool with, hey, I keep it in my locker. You paying me? I keep it in my locker. I'm getting her $10 a week. And I'm giving her some of the stuff out of the kitchen, but I'm giving her $10 off of commissary a week. So it was nothing to get my stuff and put it in another locker. So I never got caught with the shakedown. I did get caught one time with bleach because they didn't give us bleach, so we had to steal the bleach out of the kitchen because I didn't send my stuff to laundry. I was never sending my uniforms to laundry or my linen to laundry. I had a person that did my linen. She washed my sheets every Saturday, and I paid her like $5 to $7 every Saturday. And of course, the sheets white, so I need bleach. So I always kept me some bleach. And then we had like bubble orderlies, and they would get bleach too. But the bubble orderlies was so stingy, they didn't even want to give us extra tissue. They gave people extra tissue who they fuck with, but if they ain't really fuck with you like that, they wouldn't give you extra tissue. That was crazy. So this is kind of where stuff started getting real crazy for me. So I'll put this out here, a little small disclaimer. If I was on the free world, I would have never, ever even thought about talking to this guy. But anyways, so I had ended up seeing an officer or whatever, the same cool officer that had kind of like buzzed us in when we was running down on the girls about our stuff.
Oh shit, let me grab my pop. Y'all get y'all snack. Oh baby, we about to get into a jail and go. We about to get into a relationship. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Let me get my snacks together. Oh baby, come on, Cierra. Come on with the story. Yes, 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 yes. Honey, we spilling out of the kitchen. We falling out with folks. We trying to put people in the pots because we don't want to work in the kitchen no more. We got bleach. We ain't sending our things to the laundry. We got somebody washing our panties, phones, and uniforms. And now we done slipped up and fell onto somebody's dick. I'm going to say it just like that, honey. That's where it happened. Pardon my language. Honey, hold on. Y'all got everything? Y'all got y'all snacks? Let me get my snacks, honey. Hold on, baby. Get it together. Get it together. Baby, I had my feet sitting up, honey, for this. Give me a minute, baby. All right. Come on, penis. Honey, come on, penis in the jail. Let's see what she got to say about this. I wonder how many he was in there smashing.
This is the officer that I kind of started liking, and he was flirting with me too. So I was like, oh, I'm finna get him, because if you get close to an officer, I'm finna get him to start bringing me some free roll stuff in. There was a girl that I was kind of close to from Orlando or whatever, and I took her under my wing, used to call her my little sister or whatever, look out for her, etc. And so she knew that the guy was flirting with me or whatever, so I started making her like my lookout for when he come to the, like when he was in the bubble, and late nights when I want to get up out my bed when everybody supposed to be asleep, I'm going to the bubble and I'm just talking to him. So she was kind of like looking out, or if, because he worked graveyard shift, or if he was in our bubble in our dorm and I would sleep, she would come and wake me up and be like, hey, your people in the bubble, so I can go in the hallway and talk to him or whatever. So she was kind of my lookout. Me and him was kind of like talking for about a good 6 months, gotta be, before things ended. And they ended because of her. People always backstab me. Yeah, I know.
Oh, so y'all was in a relationship 6 months? Oh, that's a relationship. Hey, Miss D, baby, how you doing? How you doing, Miss D? I haven't seen Sister Toddy Jackson in a while. How was Toddy Jackson doing? Honey, we didn't got us up into in a relationship. I guess she ain't gonna tell us none of the secrets about how she was, I thought we was gonna get us a little sexy time, a little romance. How did y'all do it? Where did y'all do it at? But she ain't gonna tell us that, I guess.
So one day, it was close to my birthday, so therefore I'm gonna get ready to have visitation because my birthday coming and my mama coming to see me for my birthday. She worked in the kitchen too, and she ended up getting into an argument that led into a fight. So she basically wanted me to help her, and I'm like, girl, I'm not gonna help you fight this girl. Like, I'm telling her to chill out, like, it ain't that serious, like, chill out, because I'm not helping you fight this girl, because I'm not missing my visitation. My mom already said she coming to see me for my birthday. I'm not missing my visitation, so you need to chill out. But she still proceeded, and she wanted to fight the girl, and the girl beat her ass, and she got mad because I didn't help, so she ended up going to law. Stay tuned. Hey y'all, I know y'all missed me. Part 8 of surviving prison. So like I was telling y'all, I was messing with this officer. He would flirt with me, I would flirt back, and we just was kind of feeling each other. So we started talking. We started talking, and I wasn't gonna start talking to him for free. Like, what's up? What can you bring me? Like,
Oh, so I know that's right. I guess she said baby, because talking, when she say talking, I think that means thrusting and lusting. And Sister Cierra said, what I won't do is thrust and lust so that he can bust for free. So baby, this has been got real good, honey. Let me shake my water bottle. That's what she had told her. Did y'all hear her? Let's get into it.
You know what I'm saying? Because you want a free roll, I'm in here. So you can have anybody, but you want to talk to me? So I'm going to work him. So he would bring in like little roll-on perfumes or whatever. He would bring in makeup, food, like anything that I asked him, he would bring in. Cigarettes was the main thing. So he would bring in cigarettes, and I started selling cigarettes. because that's what the compound wanted, cigarettes and drugs. But I would sell cigarettes. So like a little tiny little piece, like just like my nail size, that right there will go for $3. A whole cigarette, one Newport short, that's going for $30. So I found cigarettes. I was still working in the kitchen, hustling out in the kitchen, but I was making my money off of cigarettes. Them cigarettes was going. They buying them cigarettes. They don't give a damn. They want them cigarettes. Because, mind y'all, they used to sell cigarettes.
And she do got a nice rack. Did y'all see them titties she got on her? And she's a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl. Did y'all see that rack? Honey, I seen them titties in that pajama shirt. I sure did reap some muffs, Mom. I did. I ain't blind, baby. I just ain't want to say nothing. But since you had brought it up, I seen them. Yes, I did. Where is Dimples Whipples 504? I ain't seen her either. How you doing, baby? I'm just trying to think of a few people I ain't seen in here. Honey, what is going? Well, doll, you ain't been live. Well, y'all, you ain't. Okay, that is true. You ain't lying. I haven't. Okay. But you seen them, honey. Me too. I know that's right. He was having a good old time down on his job, and he worked a graveyard shift. Oh, baby, probably was married too with his raggedy ass.
Back in the days, but they stopped selling them. I don't know why they took them off canteen or whatever, but they used to sell cigarettes back in the day. They stopped selling them, so I got cigarettes. I'm finna sell them for what I want to sell them for. I'm talking about, y'all, people will call home, have their people cash out, my people, Apple Pay, whatever. Them cigarettes were selling. Got me? So I sold the cigarettes on the compound. And I would sell like little pieces, like real little small pieces for $5. So a whole cigarette was $30. If you wanted one Newport, that's $30. But if you want a little small piece or whatever, that was $5. So I'm making my money, like, I'm still kind of hustling out the kitchen, but I'm really making my money off of cigarettes because these cigarettes are really going. He ended up bringing like liquor, like if I wanted, like, me and my girls want to drink on holidays. Like, I only asked him to bring, like, liquor on holidays. So, like, Christmas, Thanksgiving, stuff like that. Like, white liquor, tequila, and stuff like that. He would bring in water bottles. Brown liquor, he would bring in, like, tea, sweet tea, or, like, peach tea or something like that. That would be the brown liquor. And we would get lit, like just me and my girls or whatever. And we wouldn't let nobody know, like, we was goofy as fuck. Like, you know how when you get drunk, you be goofy as fuck and stuff like that. So people used to be like, what is wrong with them? Like, what's going on? They never knew. But, yeah, we used to get so lit. Like, I had the plug on my team, so, I mean, why not? So, eventually, of course, if he bringing all this stuff in, of course, he wants something out the deal. But let me tell y'all, promise pussy is the best pussy.
Who?
And what I mean by that is every time he was like, oh, what's up with, you know, when we gonna do that or whatever, I used to be like, oh, I'm on my period. But when I get off my period, I promise I'm gonna give you some.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't feel good, but I promise when I get better, I'm gonna give you some.
Okay.
Or just every time I had an excuse, but I promise I'm gonna give you some.
Oh.
And he just went for it. Just dumb.
Oh,
So I'm hustling, making my money. Anything I asked for, this man brought me. Free real food, like if whatever lunch he had for that night or whatever he brought in, he made sure that I got it. And I used to share with the girl and all. Like, I'm giving her some, like, he put
Promise Tussie. Well, I'll be goddamn. I didn't know there was a such thing or an option down there at the jailhouse. Promise Tussie. Some of us do that at the house, you know, when Randolph, you know, you sleep and here come Randolph from behind. And you like, now, Randolph, I got a migraine. Now, but I tell you what, Randolph, I got a migraine. But later on, you know, depending on what time Randolph, some of y'all got them Randolph, they like to roll over about 2, 3 in the morning. And that's disrespectful, Randolph. You know, I got to get up and go to work. And you got to get up and go to work. So how about we, you know, go, because I got a headache. But I promise I'm going to give you some of this. Yeah, you know, I'm going to put it on you a little late. Yeah, later on. I guess that's what Promise Tussie is down there at the jail as well. Except you make up different things each and every time because he really can't verify because he's on the clock. Okay, come on, Promise Coochie. I like that. Yes, I do, baby.
in like a container and stuff, and I'm putting it in my locker. So you know, the next day I'm giving her some, like, I'm warming it up and just giving her some, you know, just looking out for her, because that was my little sis. That's what I'm calling her, little sis. Child, so when she goes to confinement for the fight, apparently she done told another officer that me and this officer talking. Oh my God, here go the shit. But before then, so people be arguing on the trays. So like the trays that we feed confinement, when we're in the kitchen, we get them back, like confinement trays, we get them back so we can wash them and all this and that. So the person that's in the dish room, people argue all the time, like they argue in confinement on the trays, like to each other, people that's in confinement. So they be reading the trays, like the people that's in the dish room, they read the trays. So somebody called me like, hey, Cierra, such and such done rolled, like, selling out about you on the tray. So I'm like, what she said? So I get back there and I'm reading, like, she like, oh, fuck you, po ass hoe. Po? I feed you. I call your people, but okay. She was like, oh, you must was scared. You couldn't help me fight, but I'm supposed to be your sister. You damn right. I was not gonna miss my visitation from my mama on my birthday. You're right. I did not help you fight. But she was just selling out, like, just going in or whatever. So I end up finding out that she the one, because she was mad at the time, told another officer that I was talking to him. I found out because his friend, which was his coworker, she ended up knocking on my bunk about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, telling me to get up and step outside, which means step in the hallway. So when I step in the hallway, she tried to check me, y'all. She was like, what's up with you and officer such and such? You around here telling people that y'all talk? So I'm like, huh? She like, and she was so ghetto. She was like, don't motherfucking harm me. You know what the fuck going on? Are you telling people that you and such talk? I was like, I don't even know who that is. She was like, oh, you know who it is. He being here on this such and such shift. And I'm like, who is that? I'm playing dumb, like, I don't know this officer. It's a million officers. I don't know this officer. So she was like, you can play dumb all you want to, but I know you telling people because your friend done ratted you out. So I'm like, who is my friend? She like, blah, blah, blah. And she in confinement. So she done ratted you out. So I'm going to let you know right now, if you going around telling people that you talk to him, end that shit right now, because you ain't finna get my motherfucking friend fired. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, this is too much. So I'm still denying it. I'm like, I don't know who your friend is, but yeah. And tell her to keep my name out her mouth, because I ain't talking to no officer. And if I was talking to an officer, I ain't telling nobody. So she ended up letting me go back to my bunk or whatever. But now I'm fire hot, because I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why would she do that? Next day, I'm in the library and I see officer sergeants or some sergeants and officer come in there or whatever. I'm not like really paying them no mind, but they come up to me and tell me, hey, Cierra, they call you by your last name, but they say, Cierra, cuff up. Cuff up. What did I do? So I'm like, what did I do? They're like, we'll explain it later. Cuff up. So I turn around, put my hands behind my back, because that means cuff up. So they end up taking me to the investigator lady, and she started questioning me. She like, hey, Miss such and such. I'm going to just say my first name because I don't want to say my last name, even though y'all might know. But anyway, so she called me Cierra. Hey, are you talking to officer such and such? I'm like, no, ma'am. I don't know who that is. She like, so you don't know who officer such and such is with the pretty eyes and the beautiful voice, because he's the same.
Oh.
So I'm like, no, I don't know who that is.
Oh, it was cute.
She like, okay, well, it seems like you want to play dumb. We know who it is. We know you know who it is. But okay, cool. So she like, well, so now I'm giving the officers the permission right now to go ahead and search your locker. If they search your locker, are they going to find anything? So I'm like, no, they ain't going to find nothing. Child, they goes and ramshack my locker, y'all. They looking through my composition books, notebooks, everything you can think of. Mind y'all, I been got rid of the card that he had ended up giving me, but they go through every single thing. Like, oh, it was just so embarrassing. Like, because people in the dorm like, what is going on? So, I end up going to lock because they put me under investigation. Now, mind y'all, they went and got him too, and they put him under investigation after they interviewed him and asked him, hey, do he know inmate Cierra? Is he messing with her? Blah, blah, blah. He denied everything too. But, of course he denied anything. But anyway, so he ended up getting suspended for a while. I was in lock for about 45 days. Worst 45 days of my sentence in my life. Mind y'all, when you're in confinement, you use the phone once a week. You come out, you're in that dorm, you in that cell for 23 hours a day. You come out one time a day to go to rec, but you're still like caged up. So you can see other inmates that's in confinement. We all in cages, and we can talk to each other in those cages, but that's it. You come out 23 hours, you come out 1 hour a day, but you're locked up 23 hours a day. And you get to use the phone one time. So I think it was like on Thursdays. It go by your last name. So I used the phone on Thursdays. And I called my mama because my mama was worried. And when I got to talk to her, she was just like, why you ain't been calling me? So I'm telling her, like, hey, I'm in confinement. So she like, what you done did? Like, why are you in confinement? I'm like, I don't know. They say I'm talking to an officer. They got me on the investigation. I ain't talking to no officer. I don't know what they talking about. So now my mama pissed. Like, I'm finna call Tallahassee. Here you go, Tallahassee. I'm finna call Tallahassee because what's going on? You talk to an officer. They don't got proof that you talk to the officer. Then they need to let you the fuck out. Like, what the fuck going on? Blah, blah. Part 9 of Surviving Prison. So, like I was telling y'all.
Okay, you guys. So, hold on. Let me get that, close that. So, that's all we got for that one so far. I wrote down that we are on part 10. I will upload part 10 through 20 to my StreamYard since they're all under 10 minutes. I'm already in the process of doing it. And honey, we will get into the rest of Cierra and her shenanigans on a live, maybe tomorrow, or maybe I'll go live later on. I'm not sure. I'm going to say probably tomorrow is when we will go live. Is that a before prison or after prison? That's after. That is after. I was wondering where she got that hat from as well. Because, honey, I would like one, not the real one. I would like the one where she got. I want to get where she went. I want the what is that called? The swamp meat, the SWAT meat, whatever it's called, baby. I want that one. Yes, I do. I do not pay full price for a designer hat. They look exactly the same. All right, so that's all I got for y'all. Y'all have an amazing day. And let me go ahead and hit y'all with the exit. 1 second, please. Do we have anybody's birthday in here today? I know AKPOV's birthday was yesterday. I don't have anything. I do the birthdays for the members. I didn't see anybody else who put a birthday until the 25th, I believe. So yes, I'm having a good time with this story, and I love how she was hustling on the outside and went on into the inside and was doing the same thing. Please hit the like button on your way out. Thank you so much for joining me. Y'all have an amazing day. Bye, y'all. Let me see if we got a word of encouragement. Let me see. I need to encourage somebody. Hold on a minute.
I'm trying to tell y'all, don't worry about what people say about you. They're going to try to belittle you. They're going to try to cellularize your name. They're going to try to sabotage you. They're going to just try to do anything they're trying to do to destroy you.
Oh! Shout out to everybody. I had fun.
I got to be good.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Unfiltered Doll Reactions.
All right, Slash.
Oh, what you working for? Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south, I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth.